How do we co-create our own life experiences? Your experience of life and love will be exactly what you believe of love and life. In other words, if you believe life and love are difficult and complicated, a suffering, a sacrifice, a burden or a betrayal, painful, a loss, lacking something, a struggle, or something that you must survive, that is what you will experience. Whatever you believe, you will co-create as your reality. The Creator of all that is always just says yes to us. The answer is always yes. If we have negative thoughts and negative emotions like I am suffering, I am poor, I am ill, or my life is so hard, the answer is always yes. If we have positive thoughts and positive emotions like I am happy, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am prosperous, the answer is always yes. What we think creates feelings, and our feelings will attract more of the same feelings into our life. What we feel in this moment is creating our next moment and the one after that. Our thoughts and feelings are an expression of our free will, and they will be interpreted by the energy of all that is, by the universe, by God, and by others as what we want for ourselves. In other words, what you think and feel emits a frequency or a vibration and sends out a signal into the universe saying, this is what you want. And the universe will respond by sending the same frequency or vibration back to you. A thought will always attract similar thoughts, and the accumulation of a few similar thoughts will create a feeling. It's when we feel something strongly that we will create more of that same feeling in our lives. Here is an example. Picture this scenario. Perhaps as a little child you felt that your siblings got more attention from your parents than you did. You felt your parents liked them better. You might then come up with the idea or thought that you were not good enough, or that there was something wrong with you and that you would have to work harder at becoming better or more perfect so that you could also receive the love and acceptance you needed from your parents. Here are a few limiting beliefs that could have been formed at this early stage. I am not good enough. There is something wrong with me. I must work hard to receive love and acceptance. I must be perfect before I can receive love and acceptance. I never get what I want. Others are more deserving than I am. Love and acceptance must be earned. I am being punished for being me. It is all my fault. I am not wanted. I am nothing. Because you have these limiting beliefs deep inside your heart, you start creating more experiences in your life that confirm the beliefs for you. You go to school and you notice that the teacher pays more attention to your classmates, and that confirms the belief even more. There is something wrong with you, and you will have to work harder to receive love and acceptance. Later on in life, your first boyfriend or girlfriend leaves you for someone else, reinforcing the above beliefs even more, and you start experiencing them strongly. Eventually, other people around you get opportunities and promotions, and you really start feeling that you cannot win at life. It just does not seem fair. All your life you have worked so hard to be better and more acceptable. You gave and gave of yourself to others and never received anything in return. At some point you will feel completely exhausted from working so hard and never getting what you want, and you will start to feel a deep resentment. You will ask, when will it be my turn to get, to receive? But because you have never learned how to receive, you do not know how and what it feels like to receive. And because you do not know how it feels, you do not receive. or you will let yourself receive only when you think you deserve it, and only when you think you are good enough to receive. As you can see from the above example, it is easy to start believing limiting things about ourselves, and once we believe something, we will start creating experiences in our lives that will confirm what we believe. However, we do acquire virtues from these limiting beliefs, and we learn and grow, so in the end, they play a significant role towards our evolution. From the above limiting beliefs, we can learn the following lessons and acquire some of the following virtues: determination, being of service to others, being more patient, tolerance, compassion, forgiveness, learning to be more independent, becoming more capable, being a giving, more generous person, being stronger, being more accepting, being kinder, learning how to love and accept yourself and to give yourself the love and acceptance you need, learning how to receive and allowing yourself to receive because you are unconditionally worthy, learning to be motivated to better yourself without creating resistance or lack in any form, accepting that you are perfect and enough just the way you are now. Learning how to receive without judgment, without feeling guilty, without having to justify it, without having to earn it, without fear, punishment, or sacrifice. Discovering your authentic true self and allowing yourself to shine. A skill we have come to master here in the game of love is to be the master of our minds. Become the master of your mind and control your thoughts. When you can control your thoughts, you can replace negative thoughts with positive ones. You cannot prevent a bird from flying over your head, but you can stop that bird from building a nest on your head. In other words, we cannot prevent a thought from coming into our head, but we can prevent it from accumulating and growing in our mind. When we have a negative thought, we can just erase, delete, and cancel it, and replace it with a positive thought that serves us better. Being thankful and thinking of something that you are thankful for is a great way to get rid of negative thoughts. When we have learned to master our minds, we start to play the game of love on a more advanced level, and we can start to create whatever we want and desire easily and effortlessly. This is when the game of love becomes extraordinary, magical, and miraculous. We often forget that life is a game, and then we start to take everything very seriously. This is when life becomes difficult. When we can remember that it is just a game, we will make a conscious decision to enjoy it more and to have much more fun. It is when we are having fun and enjoying ourselves that we can create a magical life experience. The thing is, mastering the mind can be a very exhausting and overwhelming task if we attempt to do so through our own willpower, which is the ego. Ego is our lower self. It is a part of us, and it plays a valuable role in assisting us in creating balance within ourselves. So we should think of our ego as our friend, but our ego should not be allowed to control our thoughts and feelings. The ego within us always wants to defend itself, elevate itself, limit itself, prove itself, and justify itself. It is demanding and needy, and when we operate from our ego, we will always end up feeling not good enough. However, we need the opposites, the contrasts, in order to know what we want. So when we do not feel good, the ego creates new desires for us, helping us to better discern what it is we do want. It is important for us to accept our ego as a valuable part of ourselves and to accept all of who we are as perfect. If we attempt to master our mind through our ego, things will become very challenging and uncomfortable. Things will not flow, everything will be a struggle and will take effort, and our experiences will become painful. A master knows that true power comes from the Creator of all that is, not from the lower self. This power is within each one of us because we are an extension of source energy, sparks of God. The Creator's will is in alignment with what our soul chose in the first place. So if we can just learn to trust and give it up to God, life will become so much easier and more effortless. I love the saying, let go and let God. It sounds easy enough, so why can most of us not get this right? We have been taught to become human doings instead of human beings. The highest truth is that to be truly of service to ourselves and others, and to have fun here and to master our minds, we must just be in the highest vibration of who we are, which is love. Our emotions are our guide to when we are in flow and when we are not in flow with our true power, which is the love of the Creator of all that is. When we have negative feelings, we are not in flow, but we are in flow when we have positive feelings.
Life will roll you, roll you, roll you over till you say you're done. And when that moment finally happens, you know you've just begun to understand the meaning of what it means to be alive. 'Cause what you want is what you've gotta be. So be the miracle you wanna see. Be all the love you long to feel and make it real. See the magic of what you can be. Believing is what will set you free. Free to be who you're meant to be. Just be. Your mind will roll you, roll you, roll you over till you call its bluff. 'Cause it's controlling you by telling you you're not enough. Until you reach within, you won't begin to see the truth. The truth that life will be just what you choose. So be the miracle you wanna see. Be all the love you long to feel and make it real. See the magic of what you can be. Believing is what will set you free. Free to be who you're meant to be. Oh, just be. You wanna see. Be all the love you long to feel and make it real. See the magic of what you can be. Believing is what will say